So this event is really important to us because I think for a lot of people, when you think about textiles, people think about heritage, obviously, the mill heritage in Kirklees and in West Yorkshire more widely, and also about knitting and crocheting and the craft of textiles. But I think the hidden side of textiles in Kirklees is how there is a thriving industry in Kirklees, and it's not all about working in the mills. That there are still thriving mill industry in Kirklees, but it's also about the science and the innovation that's happening. And at University of Huddersfield, there's cutting edge science and research happening about medical textiles, about how we can produce textiles more sustainably. So it's really important for us that we aren't just about craft or art or heritage, that we're also about science and technology and innovation and industry and retail and all the different aspects of textiles in Kirklees.
There are few places better in the world than being here with all of you today in Greenhead Park. Am I right? Yeah!
My name is John Spooner. I am today the Director of Human Spaceflight Operations for the Unlimited Space Agency. I think that's quite obvious from my uniform. It's the space agency that I accidentally set up about 10 years ago. Started as a fun way to tell stories about science to children and families in my garden shed, my actual garden shed. And 10 years down the line, Tim Peake is our patron. We work with some other space agencies, including, I don't know if you've heard of, there's the UK Space Agency, there is the European Space, there's one called NASA. We work with them to inspire the next generation of poets, scientists and space explorers. For Woven, we're here just hosting some really extraordinary people that are working in textiles at the leading edge of textile innovation. So we start our conversation with Paraskevi, who is a sustainability engineer. We blast off into space with some researchers from the University of Leeds who are going to come over and talk about their work in making new textiles. Then, there's a question about what do we do here on Earth? And Julia, the brilliant Julia from Upcycle Fashion here in Huddersfield, is going to be here in a very special dress. And then we're going to be joined by some students showcase some of the work from Huddersfield University, talking about what the future of textile innovation is. It's going to be really cool.
The title of my presentation, my talk today, is called Rethinking Waste. So I've made a dress out of face masks because they are one of the most wasted items of disposable plastic now that we see in the UK. There's 102 million face masks discarded every day in the UK and have been since winter 2020. Even though we have obviously the pandemic, it's important to keep ourselves safe. There's a real need to think about reuse as an urgent priority as well as the pandemic. So we still see a lot of disposability within the PPE that we use, but within face masks, we can all make a difference to reuse. And it's this approach, not just to face masks, but also textiles as the bigger picture, that has the opportunity to make a massive difference to the impact and reduce the impact that textiles has on our environment. So my talk around the rethinking waste and the work that I do for Upcycle Fashion is about working with young people and people in community groups and businesses and universities around rethinking design and using good design to help solve some of the problems that textiles have caused in our environment.